Texas and Oklahoma, for the time being, it looks like will not be joining the SEC until 2025. Now, this is important because there was a lot of speculation that both OU and Texas could join the SEC as early as 2024. Now, great article out right now by Bobby Burton on Inside Texas, the Texas On 3 site. Go ahead and check that out. It breaks this down in its entirety as well. There's another article out by Pete Thamel of ESPN, does some really good reporting. And the way he breaks it down is that essentially between Texas and Oklahoma, the Big 12, ESPN, and Fox, there is a game of chicken going on. He says sides could not agree on how to create equitable value for what Fox would lose in 2024 by not having Texas and OU in the conference. There's 7 games that are featuring Texas and Oklahoma, and in 2024, that's a pretty fair amount of your revenue you would lose. A lot of advertising opportunity, a lot of eyeballs on those brands. That's a big deal. And so the moving early piece was always going to be a little bit clunky to get that done. But ESPN holds the entire rights to the SEC starting in 2024. So there was the thought of, okay, well, maybe, just maybe, we can figure something out to get some money moved around to get Texas and OU to the SEC so they can be a part of ESPN taking over the SEC in 2024 in terms of the TV rights. Like I said, this is a game of chicken. Got some thoughts for you. But really quickly, if you have not yet subscribed, we'd love to have you a part of this football community that y'all have allowed us to cultivate. So thank you. Also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JDPikel to stay up with everything that we're doing here. Live on Tuesday, live on Thursday, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. Appreciate y'all in advance. Like I said, game of chicken. So from the Texas and Oklahoma side, again, not just Texas and OU are involved in this, but from their side of things, what's being said essentially is, hey, we are not paying you, Fox, more than X amount to get out of this deal a little bit early. Now, you can take that money and that would benefit you, or you can just leave it and we'll pay you nothing and we'll just wait it out for another year. Now, Fox is saying, again, paraphrasing, we're not taking anything less than value Y. And you either can pay us that value or you can hang out here for the duration of this contract and you will miss out on the money that you probably could have made by joining the SEC early, your move. So both sides are kind of like, the way that I think about it is that scene from The Office where it's Andy, it's Dwight, it's Michael Scott, and they're just in this standoff. And nobody is willing to give an inch. And you've seen the episode if you're a lifer in terms of following The Office, but essentially it's after 5 o'clock. People are going home, but they are still refusing to lower their finger guns. And that's where we're at right now. Now, here's my thoughts on this. This is not an officially dead deal right now. Like, this is the way that it's looking. The word unlikely is being thrown around. But I would just say this. There is a lot of people involved in this with a lot of power and a lot of money. And in the game of chicken, it just takes one side to make a move, to put down the finger guns, to get something figured out. So we're saying it doesn't look like that's going to happen, but I'm telling you, do not be surprised if we talk about this here in the near future. If one side decides to eventually secede and say, you know what, it's not worth it. Maybe it's Oklahoma and Texas' side saying, you know what, it's not worth it. It's a good amount of money we're missing out on. Let's find a way to pony up and get this done. Or on the other side, the networks are saying, if you're Fox, hey, you know what, that's a good chunk of change that we would like to at least be able to salvage. That's fair. Cool. Let's let Texas know you go to the SEC early. This is all just kind of being reported in terms of what it looks like right now, but don't be surprised if more information comes our way. It's a long off season, a lot of time, like I said, a lot of money and power within this negotiation where things could change, I would imagine, pretty quickly if one side decided to do so. So Texas and OU, for the time being, do not look like they will be joining the SEC anytime early. Going to play out the rest of their contract as of right now, but keep an eye on this. Only college football, man. College football is a beautiful Netflix saga, and I hope we get a Netflix series on Texas and OU and this conference realignment madness. This has been The Hard Count. We appreciate you rocking with us again, live on Tuesday, live on Thursday, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. Come hang out with us. I promise you, we will be talking a lot about this as we get more information. Nick Break Lifting Heavy, this is y'all's show. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to keep the party rolling, and we will see y'all next time. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.